Hello, Couch Co-opers, Couch Potatoes, and Couch Codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, and I'm Ian. And I'm here with Jared and Dave.
Yeah.
The Aaron has decided not to join us tonight. He's spending time. I guess he's having a second Valentine's Day.
Cool.
Cool. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Blah 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 blah. At Couch Co-op Shows, all one word, no hyphen. Yay! How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Oh, good.
Good afternoon.
Got power.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. We all have power. It's been the ice, snow, winter, storm, blizzard in the Northwest.
Yep. Yeah, apparently I was
driving-
reading some places aren't going to have power back until Wednesday or something.
Yeah, I think
brutal.
James, I think his place is out, and I think Oregon City is still out. My mom.
216 miles of transmission lines
Wow.
is what got blown down, so it's going to take them a
Yeah,
little while.
I didn't lose power. It didn't flash or anything. So
We
I
did
think I
lose
was
power,
lucky.
honestly. Last night at this morning at 6 o'clock, a transformer blew, and we were like, we were kind of, Bryn was kind of up, and it was just like, we could see the flashing lights.
That's pretty crazy when it does that. Yeah.
And we were like, oh, what the fuck? And it's like, oh shit, I think the transformer's blowing, and then the power went out. But then, hour and a half later, power was back. And the cool thing is we were asleep, really, so we were still sleeping.
Mhm.
So by the time we
Yeah.
woke up, power was back.
Yeah. Damn.
But we didn't
That's
get the
nice
ice.
thing. That's the nice thing about having a cell phone for an alarm clock now. Is you don't have to worry about your alarm clock flashing in the morning. So you will get up for work, even if your power's out.
It's funny now, this dog of ours is so specifically timed that he wakes up at the same exact time every day to go to the bathroom. So it's like, and he wakes you up. So it's just like, don't even need an alarm anymore.
Yeah, I used to have a cat that was like that.
I guess he's like having a little kid.
True.
Probably, yeah.
So I had this great thing planned where we were going to play recommendation roulette, where we pick games for the other guys in the team or in the group, and we recommend the games. And if they had played them, then we would kind of impose a small challenge. But if they hadn't played them, then they were just recommendations. But I thought it'd be fun if all of us were doing it, and Aaron seemed like he was going to come. I bet what actually happened is that he didn't come up with 3 games.
He was showing his whole face.
And he's like, nah, I'm just not going to show up tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't do it, which is fine.
Right.
Which is fine.
That's
So,
okay.
Yeah.
do you guys want to do it, or do you guys just want to you just want to bullshit for a little bit and then get off? I don't know. I don't really care.
I was having a really hard time coming up with a game for you, Ian, because I figured all the games that I've actually played, you've actually played.
Yeah,
that was the
probably.
one. And as long as you don't say Cabela's hunting games, I'll be alright.
So by no means was this supposed to be like, we're just supposed to recommend games. You don't have there's no pressure to play the game. I thought the challenge would only come if you recommended a game to me, let's say, and I had played it, then you would have to play a game or something. Because then you failed.
I selected games I thought you guys would actually enjoy.
I did too.
I
I did too. I did that too.
I think we should just go ahead and do it
all right.
between us 3. I think it'd be fun.
Let's do Aaron first since he's not here. We can just throw out our games for Aaron.
Shoot him a message real quick to text his list, and we can talk about his list if he even made one.
Let's see if he made a list.
Yeah,
well, I'll
so
text him.
Do that, and we can move along.
Yeah. So you guys, just Jared, just you and Dave, throw out the games you suggested for Aaron.
All right, so I'll go first, Dave.
Yep.
For Aaron, I selected Hollow Knight.
Okay.
Because out of all of us, he's the only other one that was really kind of into more 2D games. He was huge on Mega Man and stuff like that for a while. So
Right.
obviously he appreciates some form of challenge, And Hollow Knight really provides that, and it has a really awesome graphical style.
Plus, he
So I
should have
think
it
you'd
for
actually
free.
have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, he should have gotten it for free, so he wouldn't even have to pay the price to get in.
Right. Yeah. I played a little bit of that game. I kind of got into it, but for me, it's one of those games where like I'll play for like a hot second and then jump out.
Yeah,
How about you, Dave?
yeah,
What
no
did you
doubt.
What did you pick for Aaron?
I'm gonna pick Far Cry Primal for him because I thought that would be a bit of fun, you know. Because I really enjoyed that game, and it's open world. It's like easy to play, and you know, just a fun
It's
game.
it's something different. I'm sure he hasn't played a dinosaur game for a while. Well, there's not really dinosaurs in it.
It's mammoths,
Well,
Is
there's no
there?
dinosaurs in it. It's all like cavemen.
Yeah,
cavemen, and
yeah.
mammoths.
It's a little after
Yep.
dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that would be a good game for him.
Cool. Well, I picked Animal Crossing for Aaron because he doesn't really play video games anymore, and I figured that he would start it and then Ashley would just play because she likes to decorate and that kind of stuff. So really, it's a game for her because I know he doesn't play video games anymore.
Take that, Aaron.
Oh, that's
All
funny.
right, all right. Should we like, rock paper scissors to see who goes next? Like which one of us?
2, 3, go. So
How's that
Jared
work?
first. Jared cuts me, and then I cover you. So,
So Jared?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't know. I don't know if that works that
I
way.
don't know. Yeah.
So I'll go for Ian
Okay.
at this point. So Ian is a fan of brawlers. He likes punching things in video games, and River
real
City
life.
Girls would be in real life totally. But River City Girls, I'm surprised you haven't even tried that one yet because it's actually really good.
Okay.
It came out near the same time as what did you play? Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage 4.
So I think a lot of people probably passed up River City Girls for Streets of Rage and just like, oh, I got my brawler stuff out of the way, so I'm good for the year or two.
I have
So-
looked at it. It hasn't been on super sale. I haven't noticed, but
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
have
go
looked
on
at it
sale
once
too
in a while.
often.
I have looked at it.
Yeah,
Cool.
but I really think you'd like it. I mean, just being able to do the normal thing. But what's been fun about the River City games, and I love from the original even, is as you just knock people out, it drops money, and you can upgrade your character's skills and stats and all that kind of stuff. And you can buy food from stores to replenish your health, and it gives you a little stamina boosts and stuff like that. So it has a good combo system, and it has familiar bosses. If you play Double Dragon and stuff like that, so there's familiar characters from that series as well. So it's a lot of fun. It's kind of a nice throwback as well. I mean, that Kunio style game has been around for a while, so there's probably something you'd be familiar with in it.
I probably would check it out if it has like on sale on Switch. It's probably one of those things I would pick up.
Yeah, yeah. I have it on PS4 if you want to play co-op on it someday.
As I have Streets of Rage 4 that we could play co-op someday.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll buy it on, just due to the fact that you own it there. So, yeah.
Dave, do you have a game for me?
That's mine.
What's your game for me?
Well, I figured you'd played all the racing games. I figured you'd played. The only one I could think of, and I'm not sure if you played it, was Ace Combat 7.
I have not.
I
have
think you'd
not.
enjoy it. It's a good fun like flight sim kind of game. You know,
It just has not dropped below $20, and I keep looking at it like.
and it has a VR mode, which I never actually played. So it's like,
I played that at your house. It was a ton of fun, and you were like, "Oh, geez, you're
Yeah.
going so fast," and it's crazy. It's a lot of fun, actually.
yeah, it just gets like really crazy, and it's almost like Space Invaders in parts. So. But I think you'd really enjoy it.
I think I would too. I mean, that's what started game night almost, like Ace Combat 5 or 4 or something like that, back on PS2.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
in the day.
We used to play on this. We used to play on this tiny ass television right here, split screen
Yeah.
in my basement, old basement, my old house. Yeah. No, I love the Ace Combat series, and I haven't picked that game up. I know I'd probably really dig it, but yeah, good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I think that would be a fun. I think you'd really enjoy it. I know I have.
All right, who should we pick? Who should we pick next? Dave or Jared, who wants to get? Well, let's pick good games for Jared.
Oh, so I get to go last.
So
All
Jared, my game for you. Do you still have PlayStation now? Or
Currently, yeah.
yes. Okay.
A little bit longer.
A little bit longer. You should fucking totally check out Warhammer Vermintide 1 or 2.
Oh, okay, those are on there.
Yes, they're both on there, and I was pleasantly surprised about the type of game it was. It's a first-person. It's not. I mean, we could all play it together, but Dave doesn't like fantasy stuff so much, so he wouldn't. Really,
I might try Warhammer.
because there's like
But
trolls and
it's
elves.
like fantasy sci-fi. It's like a
no, it's not
blend,
even
isn't
sci-fi.
it?
It's just straight up like Lord of the Rings type shit. And
Huh,
then
okay.
it's like first person, and it's just like Borderlands and shit. Or you just like go around and you kill shit like an elf or has like arrows and shit. And the writing's really solid. I was surprised
Huh.
how well made the game was. Like it's a really solid game, and you can play it solo or you can group up. I was pretty impressed with it. So
Yeah, then we used to play one of those
critics like
Warhammer
it.
games on the PlayStation 2.
But it's nothing like that. It's a totally
Yeah.
different type of game. It's first person. It's first person Lord of the Rings. It's
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
I would totally check it out, and I'd totally play with you too, Jared, because it's pretty fun.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it
Nice.
out. Totally.
And I know you like fantasy, more so than
Oh, yeah.
Dave generally. And I don't know where the Warhammer comes into play as far as the history of the because like Warhammer has
I
always
don't
been
know enough about Warhammer to
like
care.
it doesn't seem like anything like Warhammer at all. Like it's so the opposite direction. It's weird. Anyway, it's cool. Anyway, that's my my pick for Jared.
Okay, yeah, that's solid.
Dave, what do you have for Jared?
Well, if he was a PC gamer, which he isn't really, which is a shame, I would have recommended probably XCOM Chimera Squad for him. Partly because it's like the missions are only like 10-15 minutes each, so it's kind of a good game to drop in and out of, and it's kind of almost like a little mini strat puzzle. Each level is like a little mini puzzle of who do you shoot first, in what order, and what tactics do you use. I think you'd find that quite fun.
Okay, because I know it's not like the traditional XCOM. It's like third person, isn't it?
No, it's kind of like the traditional, but it's like
Okay.
just the levels will be like a room or a small area,
Okay.
and then some of them are multiple like rooms, that you clear, or you have to rescue someone or capture something, and it's really quite quick and just fun. It's a lot more fun and a lot less involved than the
Okay,
XCOM
yeah.
1 and 2.
That was gonna be my next question. Is if it's super brutal like the original XCOM games, it's like I'm out. No, because those things kick my ass and I get stressed out when I play them.
No, this
He who
this starts
fucking just
pretty
beat Dark
easy.
Souls or whatever, or
Yeah.
Demon Souls.
Well, it's different because like you have characters and you level them up, and then all of a sudden they die. You don't get them back.
Well, on this, there's a lot more on XCOM Chimera Squad. There's a lot more leveling up of the characters, and each one has like their own special abilities, which can be kind of useful for. You can kind of choose whether you play stealthily or whether you you have tanks and go in guns blazing, or
Strategic, but less strategic.
Yeah. There's a lot more fun in the play style a lot more variety that you can go with.
And it's a shorter game too, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Okay, cause,
it's not.
yeah, because I like the XCOM lore. I'm all about that. But those games are just I don't know. I don't have the patience for them. The original ones because like if I put a lot of work into a character and he dies and I'm just done, like I get kind of annoyed.
I know when
More
I played
annoyed than pissed off.
that
you
first one, and I named all of my characters after you guys, and they all died. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, Chimera Squad, they don't really die. They get injured, and then you can't use them for a mission or two, while they recover, kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I like
Or
that
not,
better.
and even when they get injured, you can actually use them, but it'll reduce the movement by like 3 squares or something. So
Oh, okay.
you really kind of want to fix them up.
Yeah, it just puts a little handicap on you.
I wonder if that game didn't do as well as they were hoping, because I was under the impression that they were going to try and port it to other things than just PC if it had done well.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be an ideal iPhone type iPad, tablet game.
Yeah, I could see
Because it's
that.
not really super graphically
Or
intensive.
even the Switch would be good.
Yeah.
I'd totally play that on the Switch.
Make it happen, whoever makes that game.
Yeah.
Firaxis, isn't it?
Firaxis, that's right.
Okay.
Cool.
I think I'm saying that right. But
Cool
yeah,
choice.
It would be nice to have a different outlet to get the XCOM lore, because I'm never gonna finish 1 or 2, so it'd be nice to be able to get on.
well, this
some of
is
the
set
lore.
like kind of after about 10 years or 20 years after the events of XCOM, and now there's just like the aliens that were left on Earth after that, after the defeat, and they've kind of blended in with the humans.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll keep an eye out for that one. If they do decide to actually remaster it or port it, I'll definitely pay attention to it.
Yeah, I think I only paid $10 for it on the PC or something. So
I remember you did that.
At launch.
Yeah,
I
it was
bought
pretty
it
cheap.
launch day, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was 20 at most, which is why it was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. It's
Right.
It can't be that terrible.
Well, no, it's by the same team. I mean, it's just
like,
some new
even
ideas.
Even if it's just short and it's a DLC level, but
Right.
Yeah, I mean they were still passionate about the whole game, so there's still that love from the developers in it. So I mean you can always appreciate that kind of detail.
You have to imagine that they're probably working on the next big XCOM game too.
yeah, I can't imagine they'll let that franchise drop.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough people there that pretty big on the PC, isn't it, as well?
It's fan favorite.
Strategy is still a pretty popular genre, so there's no reason for them not to return.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless they're stuck on SimCity 7 or 8 or whatever it is now.
Yeah, boring.
Some people love that shit.
Yep.
City Skylines kind of ate their breakfast cereal.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah. So Jared, what do you got? We're doing Dave next. What do you got for Dave?
Geez. I've already kind of mentioned this one to him, and I really wish he'd just dive down and get it. It's the Outer Wilds.
Yeah, I know you
really
mentioned
think
that.
You'd show a huge appreciation for that, because it's got that time loop thing that you're a big fan of, and it has a lot of just mystery in the story that you just slowly uncover. And as you read the story, you have a lot of aha moments, like, oh, I get it now. And you piece the little pieces of that puzzle together. It's like putting a really awesome puzzle together. It's so satisfying when you get those extra little teeny pieces of detail and remember something from somewhere, some other planet that you read about. And it's just so satisfying. I really enjoyed all the lore in it, and just flying the spaceship around, just effing around in that, just seeing what you can get away with is a lot of fun. I think you'd really enjoy it. After you got used to the flying, you'd have a lot of fun with that.
Used to the flying.
Does it take a little bit getting used to it, mate?
Yeah, a little bit, but once you get it, you really get it, and you learn really quickly that you shouldn't use autopilot, because you'll end up in the sun pretty often.
It's a highly praised game. I watched Caitlin play, Bill's wife, play quite a bit of it, and I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd ever. It doesn't seem like a game. It's not an Ian game. Thank you for not picking it for me.
Recommend it for you.
The other reason is isn't that one digital only? That's probably why I haven't picked it up.
I'm pretty sure it's disc.
I think you can get a disc. I mean, it is digital.
I swear I looked, and you could only get it digitally.
There's nothing wrong digital. Nothing wrong with digital.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It'll just be super cheap. You'll probably end up getting it on PSN for like $4.99.
Yeah,
well, I'll keep an eye out. I made a note, so I'll have a look after the podcast.
Yeah, I hope so. I think you'd really appreciate it. Just really dive into it and read everything and just absorb it. And it's really something special. It is.
Cool. Well, my game is complete the opposite. And I tried to recommend it to everyone already, but I think the reason I'm recommending it to Dave now again is because when I played it, the first person I thought of was Dave, because he's a huge Destruction Derby fan, and he made up play that awful PS1 version of that shit game where you just drive around in an oval, and the game is awful. But fucking Wreckfest is the greatest game. It's a racing game. It's a destruction derby game. It's a stupid challenge game. It's got great music. It's got great graphics. It's a lot of fun. We could all play together if we were playing it.
Is that PS5 only? Or
No, it's everything. PC, PS5. No, it's not PS5. It's PS4, Xbox.
Dave, get a 7-day free trial of PlayStation Now. It's on there right now.
Oh yeah, you could do the free trial and try it. But it's a lot of fun. It's just like they have this one destruction derby mode where you are just everyone's in doing destruction derby, but you're in fucking combines. It's hilarious. There's this one mode where what's that fucking car with the 3 wheels Top Gear makes fun of?
Oh, the Reliant Robin.
Right. So you're like in one of those, and you're in a oval race with school buses. So you're in the back, and you have to get through to the front, and they're all like squishing you and shit. It's hilarious. Some of it's hilarious. Some of it, and then it's just basic destruction derby racing. I don't know. It's really solid. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time waster. You jump in, you play a few races, jump out. I think you would enjoy it. And for some reason, the whole destruction derby thing from like that whole PS1 game that you have some kind of affinity for.
I love Destruction Derby.
I think this is.
I owned both of those. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
This is that game, but this is the game of that. You know, you would totally enjoy this. And some of the tracks are really fun. They have like these crazy. Bill was watching me stream at one time, so it's like this kind of weird. So like they do a lot of tracks where you go one way and then you loop back around and then you come back in through traffic. So like if cars get further and further behind, you start just like playing chicken all the time. It's great. And I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I would check it out. That's my recommendation to you.
Yeah, solid. Yeah,
Awesome.
I think I really just need to pop it in because it's on my system. I just haven't played it yet, and I think I only have like a week or maybe 2 weeks left of PlayStation Now.
And it's not super hard. It's like the difficulty's not really that hard. I mean, you can ramp it up, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, I do like those kind of silly destroy everything games.
Makes me really curious what you'd think of Destruction All Stars on the PS5. So when you get your PS5 someday, I think we should all jump into a match and kind of
I
test the water. No, if more than just yourself is in it, it might be a little more fun if 3 or 4 of us could squad.
I
up
played a
and
good solid amount of time of that. I went back and I don't know.
Yeah, I played about an hour of it. It was okay, but I don't know. I was kind of like I felt the matches were silent.
I don't.
Nothing was going on.
I feel like there's stuff going on. The problem is, it's like it's hard to find it, and then your boost always runs out just before you're about to get to it. Then it's like no fun. Like you're always chasing the fight instead of just always in the fight, But the idea of the game is great. Like I like the idea of the game. I just feel like I'm just always I'm chasing the action.
You're always like 5 minutes too late.
But there's never really a lot of action going on. It's like you're just hoping these 2 cars that are going to hit, that you might hit them. And then when you do hit them, I just don't feel like it's very rewarding. So it's...
Yeah, there's no... The announcer wasn't really there to say anything. I didn't really notice much, but it's a really good skeleton for a game. And this early on, I think it's hard to judge. I think it'll be a much different game in 6 months.
Maybe. I hope. We'll see.
Yeah.
Aaron did send me a list. He did do his homework, guys.
Oh,
man.
Good man.
Awesome.
So,
we never doubted you.
We never doubted you, Aaron, even though we might have doubted you earlier. Anyway, so for Dave, he's pawning off We Happy Few onto you.
Oh, nice.
Obviously, because it's British and...
Maybe I'd finish it.
Maybe you'd finish it.
Did you play it, Dave?
I have not played it.
Okay.
I played I think a little bit at Aaron's one time. I watched him play it. It looked relatively interesting. I would definitely give it a whirl. I'm not sure if it's the reviews are kind of middle of the road, but
it's kind of one of those like BioShocky games, but not as shooty.
Actually, it did remind me a lot of BioShock, just graphically and the style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
he really liked those games.
And then Jared, he's no, well, I don't know. You might have played the demo of this, but I guess that doesn't count. He's pawning Prey on you. Another game he didn't finish.
Yeah, I played the demo of Prey, and I do keep watching the price, and someday I'll probably break and get it.
He has it though.
I'm
You can
really
just borrow
interested
it
I was
from
going
him.
to say, why don't you just borrow his digital copy if we ever see each other again?
Doesn't he have it on disc?
Good point.
I thought he had it on disc. I don't think he had it on digital.
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah,
it
he
on
has
disc.
the disc. Okay, yeah, I should totally borrow it from him.
So yeah, he wants you to play Prey.
I feel that's gonna be the game he talks about, like Dead Space. It's like it's such a great game, but he just never took the time to finish it.
And then for me, he picked a game totally not in the wheelhouse. Totally like, but I get why. I think I get why, because it's kind of has an anime look, but it's kind of a Souls-like game. He picked Code Vein for me.
Don't even know what that game is.
Like a vampire game.
It's like is it Capcom? Or is it Square? I don't know. It's one of those companies, one of those guys that made like a Souls-like game. So like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, and you go around and die a lot.
Sounds fun.
But I have thought about getting that because I certain of them I did like. Like I didn't mind the Surge. I kind of enjoyed that. I played that for a little bit. I'd probably try Code Vein.
Did we get Code Vein for free?
Mm-mm. Not that I know of. I think it's still kind of like $30, maybe $20.
Okay.
I'd probably check it out.
I don't know.
Good choices, Aaron.
About it.
Yes.
Yeah.
None of us.
Thanks for submitting your list, Aaron.
Yes.
None of us actually played them.
None of us have played them. It's surprising. We actually managed to make it through without taking a bullet.
All of us have not played our games.
Yeah. It's surprising.
I don't know. I do kind of want a challenge. Like, what would you have selected for me as a challenge? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Gold level in Rocket League.
I figure it would have been a group discussion of what we would choose. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about the challenge. I was pretty sure I was safe. So
I don't know. Maybe we should do another episode. Not quite the extreme we did, like when Dave had to play like 14 games or some garbage like that. He kind of got screwed, but he ended up playing a lot of games he really appreciated.
I think I played them all because I had that list in my wallet for about a year. It took that long.
What was it? Because like he missed a show, and so we
every
just
time
said,
he missed a show or something like that, we just kept on dumping them on or something.
Oh, so we have to make so.
I think that
was
was
the challenge.
unfair,
Here's the challenge. Here's the challenge for you then. Dave and Jared have to play We Happy Few and Pray, but Aaron, you have to beat him first.
No, that's never happening.
That's my challenge. I'm throwing it down right now because he missed the show.
Aaron,
he missed the show.
You're going to listen to this tomorrow.
No, the challenge should be that someone has to play Super Meat Boy and beat it.
Oh, that's never not me. Not it.
Well, I mean, I did just beat Celeste. So I don't know,
but doesn't Celeste
similar...
do some things that allows you to win it though?
It does, but I did not turn any of those on.
Oh, okay. Well, I would turn those after that.
I beat the game without turning on any of the handicap modes, or no, not handicap, accessibility modes. But I didn't really go out of my way to collect the strawberries.
Okay.
Because that's a thing. I guess at the end you could get a different ending if you collect enough of the strawberries or all of them. I don't know how many different endings there are, but I probably got one of the worst ones because I only had like maybe less than 50 of the 200 and some strawberries.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, we're only a half hour in. We should probably do some playlist stuff. What do you guys like? What have you guys? I mean, we haven't done this in a fucking dog's age. What have you guys been playing lately? Have you guys been playing anything lately?
I kind of gave up around Christmas because I can't remember what the last game it was that I beat, and the only thing I've really been playing is Warzone and Rocket League. With you,
Dave's become a multiplayer guy.
Yeah, I think I've spent more time on Rocket League this year than I have on anything else.
What has been the drive? Why Rocket League? What is Rocket League?
I don't know. I just started playing it, and I've remembered how much I enjoyed it and how easy it is to play. And I actually felt like I was reasonably good at it. I just like playing the competitive. And although last night with you, Ian, definitely
it was a rough night.
Something to like take me down a peg or two and a league or two.
We had been playing our
We've
2v
been winning, like-
really well. We've been playing really well,
Yeah.
and then last night was just not a good night.
Yeah, we've been winning like 4 out of 5 games for the last couple of times we've played, and then last night we won like 1 out of 10 or something stupid.
It was
I
bad.
think Ian admitted early on that he had been drinking all day.
I
yesterday.
did.
Was
I
that
had-
yesterday?
Was it yesterday we did that?
Yeah, it was last
Yeah,
night.
I was drinking a lot yesterday, but it wasn't solely that. I mean,
Oh,
sure,
yeah,
we
I
can
know.
blame it on
There've
that.
been times when we've been pretty toasty, but we still win. I mean, we were just
Yeah,
it was just terrible.
because I was drinking. We
Yeah.
were drinking all day yesterday, and I was playing Warzone and with Caitlin and Bill, and we did plunder, and we got 2 first place in plunders and 3 second places. That's all we got.
It
So-
must be me then, because when we played, I think we
Well,
were
it's just
7th,
yeah, they
8th,
went, and then
10th,
Dave and I,
something like
well,
that.
which is not so bad, but like it helps when you have a third person.
Yeah. Oh, were we playing against teams of 3?
Yeah, always.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only
so
it's only a 3. Yeah, it's only
So
a trios game.
Yeah. So, but when there's just 2 of you, it doesn't put you in with 2s. It's 3
Right.
against 3s.
We have the option to fill the team or don't fill the team, and I always don't fill the team because we won't be communicating with them. So
I get you. You can get a rando that might get you another $250,000 on what we were getting.
but
kind of thing.
here's the thing: like the night, not last night, but the night before that, I was playing solo in Plunder, but obviously against trios, and I hit 1 million, and I was in second place most of the game, and then I lost it at the very last second. So you can do really well. It's just sometimes you just have you have a run of bad luck. But anyway, so yeah, we've been playing a lot of Warzone and Rocket League. It's been weird.
Yep.
Yeah,
Those
I haven't
games that
played
really push the
Warzone since like the
PlayStation
early
5.
days. Yeah. Well, Warzone had a PS5 upgrade, right?
Not yet.
Oh, not Warzone, but did whatever Call of Duty it's attached to it right now? Didn't that get a PS5 upgrade?
Oh, maybe
I thought they'd done another
War.
one. Like,
Cold War, I think, has a PS5
Yeah,
version,
Cold War I think
Yeah.
does.
but the actual Warzone doesn't.
So, my playlist, I guess, with my PlayStation Now subscription, I dove into Dead Cells quite a bit, and I was really enjoying that. I should have bought it when it was just on sale for like $13, because it's a lot of fun. What's interesting about that game is you don't really upgrade your character. I don't know, to some degree you kind of do, but it's just really about improving your skills in the game. Like just understanding the patterns of the enemies and when to block or counter their attacks. I looked at the list of like how many levels it is till you beat the last boss or whatever, and I was only like 1 level away from it after just like 4 hours of play. So I think I could have had that part of it pretty early, but then there's a lot of side levels and stuff like that you can unlock as you get more skills. Because there's like I only unlocked a skill where you could grow like vines or something like that to climb to different areas. But there's a couple of different skills that like wall jumping, I'm guessing, and another for like accessing teleportation stones. So there's like huge parts of the game I wasn't able to access in that short amount of time I played, but I felt like I was really close to just like getting to the final area and beating the boss. But of course, then I looked online at the map, and there's like tons of other stages I did not even see. Well, maybe like 4 or 5. So I don't know how much action I'd actually get out of the game. I'm not saying I was really good at it. I think I just got luck of the draw because you don't get the same weapons every time.
Right.
And there's certain weapons that just seem to have some bonus stats on them that you just get really lucky and very destructive. So that was a lot of fun. I've also been diving.
Wait, hold on a
lot
second.
back
Wait, hold on a second,
into-
Jared.
Oh,
I just
okay.
had that. I was been watching you, and it's just I had this like crazy, like if you were to open your garage with a snowy outside, you'd be like our weatherman out in the field. Let's go to Jared
Yeah,
out in the storm.
I know. Hey, here I got my gloves.
Gloves on and
Yeah.
shit. I just,
Yeah.
he just
like,
needs
what-
a placard on his mic. Yeah. And
it's
then,
just
Yeah.
funny. It's
Oh, I
just-
know. Maybe next time I should do that.
Anyway,
Put a little couch
Yeah,
co-op
yeah, yeah,
weather
that'd be
department
dope.
sign on here.
that'd be awesome. All right, go ahead. Continue.
I've been diving into Destiny 2. I just recently learned that my oldest brother got back into video games, and he's been playing the hell out of Destiny 2. So I have somebody to play with. I wish I had more people to join us, but we don't.
Destiny 1, baby.
I know.
No. Well,
It's like
he said he's interested
worlds
in trying
apart.
Destiny 1 when he's done with Destiny 2, but I think by that time you guys won't be playing either of them. So it'll just be him and I.
Bill still plays it. Bill and Caitlin still play it. You guys just, I think
Destiny
it's
is
just a
forever.
time, it's just a time difference issue.
Yeah, but this new season's actually really good. The story content, it's like I haven't really paid attention to the seasons of Destiny 2, but they actually add a lot of story content.
Oh, Bill
And I'm
fucking
really
hates it.
enjoying the stuff that they have in this new season. So I don't know, whatever for what that's worth. You know, I've been a huge Destiny fan, not like massive, not like the really hardcore fans or anything like that, but
Right.
I mean for content and story and just, you know, passing the time, Destiny is one of the best. You know,
Yeah, and
just
that got a
dive in, and
PS5
Destiny 2
upgrade.
is great. Yeah, it
Oh,
did, and
Destiny
it's
2 did.
Yeah.
Does it look good?
it's gorgeous, man.
And
And
60
60
frames.
frames per second on Destiny is like completely game changing. It's so wonderful. It's fantastic, and it looks beautiful. I mean, the game is already gorgeous, but I mean, it's improved with 4K or whatever resolution they put it up to. You know, that's been boosted with 60 frames a second. So, like, it's hard to even imagine what it
I mean,
used
a
to
lot
be
of
like.
people are playing that right now. A lot of people. That's what the
Yeah.
PS5 is being used for.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I'm really enjoying the new season, and I played quite a bit of the last season. I kind of dove in at the last week or two of it when they go on for like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. They're pretty long. So I'm probably gonna stick with that and play with my brother whenever I can. It's a lot of enjoyment.
Supposedly, I mean, Bill was upset because like Vault of Glass was supposed to come in at this season or something that he was saying, and then, which is fine. And then the other thing that I mean, I might get back into it maybe if crossplay comes in.
It will.
I know it's coming. I mean, it's just we're waiting. So like when that happens, I might jump back in.
So
We'll see.
that will actually be an improvement because there's some of the older strikes and stuff like that aren't on the playlist where if you just go and select them, you'll be sitting there for a long time waiting for a third member. Or like if it's us two, you know, it takes a while to get that third member if you even can. So once crossplay comes, I think that'll just be lightning quick.
Right.
Jeremy and I have been playing several rounds of Gambit, and that's actually a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd have as much fun, but you don't really have to worry about the PvP so much. It's just like every once in a while somebody might come over.
It's kind of like
and you
Plunder.
have to find them, or if you want to, when the portal opens, you can be the one that goes over and tries to shoot those guys down. But most of it's player versus environment. You know, you just kill a bunch of dudes and throw your motes in the machine or whatever
money.
it was called, the bank.
Basically.
And eventually you get enough to bring the boss, and whoever defeats the boss first wins. But as they throw their motes in or whatever they're called, you make blockers. So like powerful enemies will show up if you bank enough motes and throw them in the bank, and it will block them from making progress. So half the time, like my brother would show back up at the bank with like 15 motes is the max he can get for a large blocker, and there'd be a big boss or something there that would kill him, and he'd lose all his motes. You know, it's kind of the give and take.
Risk reward.
It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's been a lot of fun. Of course, I'm still playing Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Oh, are you?
Going
for the trophy?
Eventually, I will go for the platinum on that. I just got another one of the trophies. I just need to collect more things, like the rest of the mounts. I only have 4 more trophies to get, 3 or 4.
Cool.
So I don't know how much time that'll take me, but I really love that game, and I hope one or both of you eventually play. And
I'm definitely gonna play it at some point. I just waiting.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that as much as I do, because it's really a fantastic game. It's just nice, something a little different. I mean, the world's not too big, and that's one thing I really enjoy about it. It's a really big world, but it's not as big as some of these games have been coming out. It's manageable.
Correct. Cool. Anything else of note? trying to think.
I haven't really talked about Sackboy for PS5. I mean,
you
got
played that?
Sackboy Adventure.
Oh, that's right. You did
yeah,
buy
I have
that.
it. Yeah, I bought it. I haven't played it much because I've been playing too much Immortals. And my daughter, she wants to play Minecraft with me and stuff like that. So I've been playing that with her. Sackboy, you can do, I think, 4-player. But I did buy a second PS5 controller so she can play with me when I play Sackboy. And she really likes the game as well. Yeah.
Cool.
So I would recommend that if you like platformers. I mean, it's slower pace. Your character doesn't move really fast or anything like that. But it's just a really solid, beautiful game.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I also have PlayStation now and been playing a lot of random, just, I don't know, aside from the Rocket League and Warzone stuff, I've been playing a lot of Wreckfest. I've been playing, I'm like halfway or almost done with Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2.
Okay, I never played that one.
I played the first one. I didn't really care for the first one. The second one is a huge improvement, and I think may almost be better than Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm still on the fence with that at this moment.
My biggest problem with that series is that somebody thought Star Destroyer was a good name for a character.
No, Starkiller.
Starkiller, yeah, but
That's
either
not a
way,
bad name.
that name's so stupid for a character. I think.
Wasn't that
That's,
Luke Skywalker's original name?
What?
Wasn't that
I don't know.
like Skywalker was originally Starkiller, and then that was written out of the script, and then EA took that and made a character. I think that's anyway. I think Starkiller was his original.
I'm glad that it got cut originally,
Anyway.
and now this game is not canon, so that's also.
Well, I don't
nice that
mind
we
it.
don't have to
He's
hear that
supposed to-
character's name anywhere in the canon of Star Wars.
Anyway, you feel the cool thing about Force Unleashed 2 is, man, you feel OP all the time, and I enjoy that. What's I've been playing? I played that fucking 2K WWE, but the
Why?
the NBA Jam character looking ones, the short, not the realistic one, but I forget what it's called now.
It's like arcadey one.
Yeah,
forgot
it's
what it's
pretty fun. I don't think I'll keep playing it. I just wanted to try it. It was fun, and I don't know, wrestling games. I mean, they've come a long way.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to go back because you said feeling OP and super powerful all the time. I did download the PS5 edition of Control Ultimate Edition, and I was like, I'm gonna check out these accessibility options. So you can turn on invulnerability, which is freaking primo. Also, you can turn on one hit kills with auto aiming.
Yeah, so you can basically.
So
there's
that
also
game
an,
was
there's
awesome.
there's also an option for play it for me.
Yeah,
Is
it's called
there?
YouTube full playthrough, isn't it?
I don't know, but man,
Did you beat
that
it?
game felt great. No, I played it for like a solid hour because
Okay.
cause I really enjoyed the lore of the game. I actually read a lot of the pages, a lot of the documents that I bumped into, and the DLC I hear is really good. But you have to play through the game to get to the DLC.
Right.
So I think I will power through it so I can get to the DLC someday.
That is my dilemma at this point, because I too played about an hour or two of it, and I just love that game. The design of that game, everything about that game is wonderful. And now with the
it's
ray
beautiful on
tracing
PS5.
is crazy, and so. And then Jared's like telling me about these options. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But here's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I have beaten it on PS4, and I have the DLC on PS4, so I could just play the DLC
Go
on my
straight into
PS4, or I could muscle through it. I could switch to all these accessibility options and then get to the
Do
DLC.
it. Do
So I
it.
haven't decided which path I'm going to do.
I can see why you might replay it through on the PlayStation 5 cheating, because just to see how good it looks.
But I
Plus,
do
you
really.
get to go back through the maze again with the heavy
I know.
soundtrack.
That's kind of one of the
That's
reasons.
so
I'm kind
cool.
of like, maybe I'll just power through it and then turn all that shit off for the DLC. But
yeah.
it's such an awesome game. Oh my god! Like, yeah, it sucked me in, and then like an hour or two later, then Dave texts me. He's like, "Rocket League." That's pretty much how every night ends. But yeah, I've been playing Control, some of that. Obviously, I played the Warhammer Vermintide which I think is dope. I've played some other random. I've played so many. The cool thing about PlayStation now is there's so many games, like little small games I like just like jump into and try and then like nope and. But it's a.
Well, that reminds me. Dead Cells was only on it for like a little bit of time when I subscribed, and then it's gone in February. So I'm like,
they rotate games. Some games they rotate. Other games are just always on there.
Yeah.
But now that I have this crazy
obnoxious.
Now that I have this crazy fast internet and no data cap, I don't feel like this like need to like be careful with things. Like I can just fucking download and stream and not feel, you know, I'm like I want to have like some penalty at the end of the month. I have to pay like this crazy exorbitant amount of money because I streamed too much or something or downloaded too many games. So I felt like it was a good time to get PlayStation Now, and it's just kind of a cool thing when I don't know what to do. I turn it on. I like go through the library. It's like, I'll try this game, and I don't know. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's been fun. So I recommend PlayStation Now.
Speaking of trying games, Dave, when you get your PS5, would you be willing to try Demon's Souls?
I think I probably would. I mean, let's face it, there ain't that much on the PS5 right now. You know, you guys are talking about playing Control through and all the rest of it. So yeah, I'd probably give it a try. How long is that game?
Yeah. I beat it in around 40 hours.
Okay, so it's usual length for that kind of game.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I had the experience from Bloodborne, but your like harder game experience, I guess, would be like Darksiders 3. I guess it'd be the closest I could compare the difficulty spike
I don't think I've played
to what you've played. Yeah, Darksiders 3 you played.
Yeah, you beat it at Jared's house actually.
Yeah. You were having troubles with the boss, and you came over and beat it. In the first
chick
try.
with the ruby hair and the whip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
That's the closest I could think that you've been to something like that. I mean, it's drastically different, but it really depends on your countering and timing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Less puzzly stuff, just finding your way kind of a thing. Maybe pull a lever every once in a while to unlock shortcuts and things like that. But a lot of it is like the battle and skill of you and your character, and you upgrade as time goes by, kind of a thing. And I don't know. I really just want somebody else to enjoy the game as much as I did, and I hope you would be the one to do that.
Well, if I ever get a PlayStation 5, and it's not for lack of cash, it's
supply
more like,
constraints.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Probably going to be 2 or 3 months before they stop being available online only. That's part of the problem. Is it's online only. If it was available, if anywhere sold them in stores, I'd probably have one by now. But
I think every once in a while, like last week, Fred Meyer had an ad, and it's like all depends on the quantities in store, kind of thing. So
yeah, my Fred Meyer has a display unit, so
yeah. So I mean, just keep checking back or something like that.
I have a display unit.
Hey now.
No, I mean seriously, my PlayStation is just kind of a display unit.
All right, sorry, Ian. You can continue your list of games you've been playing.
No. I mean that's it. I mean,
do you want to talk about your exploits of Destiny 1?
Not really. No one cares.
No?
I mean, Bill and I played Destiny.
Move on to Dave's. Yeah, well, Dave's playlist is Rocket League, so we
Bill
don't
and
really
I played Destiny 1 on Tuesday nights.
That very much.
That's about it.
I think you and I have been playing a lot of random different games. I'm sure there's several I didn't mention.
If I was trying to think of like something I had really played, but I mean, it's funny because I keep thinking like I need to play Valhalla, but I just have the drive to do it for some reason.
Well, we haven't really talked about our Iceborne endeavors.
Oh, yeah, Monster Hunter World, though we didn't play last night, but we have been playing that, and that's been fun to go back to that game.
Oh, yeah, it's very satisfying playing that game. It's like riding a bike. It's like you're kind of uncomfortable when you start, and then you really get into it, and you're just like, yeah, okay, you're ready.
It's like, oh, I think I can still do this. It's not as easy to pick up as like Rocket League or something, but it's
I know. I'm having pretty good luck, but Ian's having some troubles with his aerial character.
It's not that bad.
No, we're having fun. It's a lot of fun, and it'd be nice to have a group of 4 in that again, because that was a lot of fun. But I know that'll probably never happen again post-launch.
Yeah, if we could get someone. I mean, Aaron. Even if we went back to the old stuff, it'd be fun to do that. But
I would love to carry Aaron through the original content because it's just so good.
He bought the game,
So
didn't
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
owns
thought
the
he had it.
stinking game.
Because I
If-
got it
oh,
from the library and played it with you two for a while, I think.
And you didn't like it, did you?
No, Dave didn't.
No, it just wasn't my style. I just
Yeah,
didn't.
I didn't think so.
I wasn't
but
into the upgrading of the weapons and all the like collectibleness. I just
Oh, it's a lot of micromanagement. Yeah.
yeah, it was too much micromanagement for my style for me at that time.
And Bill didn't
Yeah.
like it because he didn't like the movement. He thought it was too sluggish. Yet he played through
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2, so I don't know how that.
Oh, he should have picked the dual wielding daggers or something
Yeah.
like that.
I'm also not like a big, not Pokemon, but like the Japanese kind of like monster fan in general. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
Wait, you don't like Godzilla?
yeah,
Well,
so
I mean,
so your
in-
team monkey is what you're saying.
yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
Gabe doesn't like medieval kind
Godzilla.
of stuff, so I
It's
mean
all
that's
about Godzilla.
is pretty close to being medieval. I mean, there's not much sci-fi to it.
Yeah.
Fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really a Dave game. I understand that.
How about some couch co-optionals? What, you guys watched anything, listened to anything, ate anything, drank anything, heard anything, read anything, smelled anything that you could recommend?
Well, the best thing about social distancing is I don't have to smell anything.
Especially Dave. No.
Yeah.
No, I've been watching WandaVision, and just to catch up on WandaVision, I started today watching Age of Ultron. I'm most of the way through that. And I'll probably finish it sometime this week.
You don't really need to rewatch it.
No, but I don't remember much of the characters. Like her brother was reintroduced. I'm like,
Oh, spoiler.
who? Whatever.
But did you get
But-
but wait, maybe you're at that. Dave, are you going to watch this show ever?
No,
Okay.
probably not.
But Jared, you realize you're up to date in the show at that point, though, right?
I watched the most recent episode. Yes.
Okay. You realize it's the different character, though. They make fun of that in the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Recasts. Yeah,
Right.
they really poke fun at that. Yes, it's
right,
funny.
okay. Because it's
Really good show.
It's the Quicksilver from the Fox movie, the X-Men movies, not. So
Which I
those
don't
are
know why,
those
but
are those are the ones you should watch. Like
But I'm.
which
Oh,
one?
sorry. Go ahead.
So it's the Days of Future Past and Apocalypse are the ones that he's kind of. I think Apocalypse is the one. The two films
Are
that
those
he's.
X-Men ones?
Those are X-Men movies.
Okay, I haven't seen either of those.
Oh, okay. Well, I think.
But
Well, if you have
um,
HBO or
I don't
they
have
should be on
HBO.
Disney. They should be on Disney
Yes.
now.
they should be.
At least.
Well,
at
those,
least.
those were old Fox properties, weren't they?
Yeah. That's why
Yeah, so
this
I
is
don't know.
why it's so funny that they brought him in because he's a Fox property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so you should
Um,
you should watch. That's the movie. You shouldn't watch Age of Ultron. You should watch X-Men: Days of Future Past, and I'm pretty sure that's on Disney Plus. That's the movie you should watch. That Quicksilver scene in that movie is fucking awesome, and then you'll understand the WandaVision
Okay,
episode
well,
better.
I don't know, but again, Age of Ultron, it's like directly correlated with it, and it talks about
Well,
their
yeah.
origin and stuff like that. So I wanted to go back and understand that, and people in the comments were talking about the accent and stuff like that. So I had to go back, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it's a good throwback, and it's funny because I did watch that movie, but I don't remember shit about it.
Well, it wasn't a very good movie.
Yeah, so I'm watching it like it's a brand new movie.
But you should. But like
I'm
seriously,
enjoying
it's
it.
important that you watch X-Men: Days of Future Past because that is part of the canon. Because of this Wanda episode, that is the whole joke
Okay.
of that episode. So you need to watch that movie if you're going to watch Age of Ultron. So it'll make more sense to you.
Okay.
Anyway,
Days of Future Past. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Next
'Cause-
weekend.
yeah. Anyway,
Awesome.
yeah, awesome. WandaVision is it is. It's really great. I concur.
Yeah,
Dave.
solid.
How about you? You got anything?
I watched this Spanish series. It's like 13 parts called The Barrier. And I really enjoyed it. It was on Netflix. It's just about the kind of 20 years from now, there'd been a Third World War, and basically modern day Spain was run by kind of fascists, and there's a like virus on the loose, and there's a lot more goes on than that, but that's the basic like plot backstory. And yeah, At first, it was very generic. I'm like, okay, so the secret police all dressed like SS officers. I'm like, really? You couldn't come up with a better uniform? But once I got past that, I actually quite enjoyed the plot.
Cool.
Cool.
And
Very
then
cool.
I'm gonna start reading the books that The Expanse is based on.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
I do want to watch The Expanse. I'm like halfway through season 1. And,
That's
yeah.
the
I
first
really just
book,
need to dive in.
season 1, and it's like
It's
Oh,
massive.
dang.
it's
Yeah,
like an
geez.
inch and a half thick. It's a real, and there's 8 of them or 9 of them, I think. So that's gonna take a while.
Is it
Probably,
it dense?
I haven't started reading it
Oh, you
yet.
haven't started reading
I'm
it yet.
trying. I'm just finishing up the book I had before that. So.
Oh, okay. I don't really have anything. I was just I mean, I
Cool.
think Dave has recommended The Expanse already before, and I've done it before on the show, and I did finally finish the 5th season, which is pretty awesome. Basically sets up the whole final season, but that's great television. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just been watching things, but there's nothing that's popped out of that I've watched that's like, wow, everyone needs to watch this.
Yeah, I think The
Yeah.
Expanse has rekindled my love of sci-fi. Actually,
It's the most Mass Effect show.
yeah, it's really what made me want to read more and just generally read and watch more science fiction and just get back into it.
Just well made, great character development.
Yeah.
I like the whole space travel. It's something new you haven't really seen in space films or television.
Yes.
Which I appreciate, and it seems more realistic.
I really like that they don't have any shields on the ship.
Oh yeah.
And they shoot each other with projectile weapons, and it's basically.
And they're basically flying projectiles themselves.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just treated very differently and more.
Yeah, they're always matching orbits and kind of like. If if they're not firing the engines and they've got all the lights off, you can't see them.
Right, and they do these big burns that like are super speed, and then it's like it's just I don't know, it just and then the characters of that. I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
I just really enjoy the characters, and
Yeah, and they're not afraid to like rotate in and out a couple of characters. Like there were 1 or 2 that died, and I was like, wow,
right.
I didn't see that coming.
Well, one of the characters that died had to die. I don't know if you knew about that.
Yeah.
There's a little issue there, so Amazon had to get rid of him. But which is sad because I really liked that character, and sucked.
Well, you'll have to tell me which one because I'm not sure which one you're talking about. But
The
I
one.
think I know-
So at the
I
end.
think I know.
So the end of the final episode, someone has a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The main character, one of the main group characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying when they do that.
Yeah. I wish they
know
would have
why.
just recasted instead of, but oh well.
Yep.
But yeah, Expanse, awesome. Lots of. I mean, yeah. I mean it. I might actually like it better than Battlestar Galactica, but I like Battlestar quite a bit. So.
Ooh, yeah.
Good word,
That's a good toss up right there, isn't it?
They're like I at
That's
first I thought it was like this is like great Battlestar Light, and then I kind of got more invested in the show, so I'd have to rewatch Battlestar again, but
I need to watch Battlestar. I only watched like half of season 1.
I have
I'm good at watching halves of seasons.
I have the entire thing on Blu-ray.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That's a fantastic series. In fact, I might steal the Blu-ray from you sometime because it's been about 10 years since I.
Can you not
over 10
stream
years
it?
Since I watched that.
It was on streaming, but I don't think it's on Amazon. It was on Amazon, but I think they took it off.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is.
I don't think it's anywhere right now. I think it's in limbo because they're
Huh.
trying
Yeah,
to reboot it. So
Maybe I should just wait and start the next reiteration. Of it.
reiteration, but that Battlestar that iteration is such a good series. Anyway,
Yeah. Especially
just my recommendation.
The first 2 or 3 seasons are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the characters when I watched it. I really enjoyed that.
All right, guys. Well, there we are at an hour. Still got it.
Yeah,
Without Aaron.
we still got. We can still rabbit on for an hour about nothing and
that's-
video games.
Yeah, nothing in video games.
Yeah.
Anything else for the good of the order?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right. Well, I want to thank you all for listening and remind you that you can leave feedback on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at Couch Co-op Shows, all one word, no hyphen. Remember to please subscribe, share, and maybe even leave us an iTunes review. That would be awesome. I want to thank Jared and Dave for joining me here on the couch.
Nice talking to you guys.
For Couch Co-op, I'm Ian, reminding you to please be excellent to each other.
Excellent.
Wild stallions.